Has time. Pass. End zone caught. It's good. D. Anderson and the Showboats have won it in overtime. Going to hand this off up the middle for Marable. He's going to fumble. Ball's loose. And St. Louis picks it up. That will do it. The Battlehawks defense makes a play late. Game on the line. Looking to throw. Has time. End zone. Incomplete. It's incomplete. The Stallions hang on to win. For overtime. DeLeo to throw. Pass. Caught by Roland. Needs some help. Not gonna get it. He stopped a yard short. Houston will pull off the upset. Looking to throw. Has time. Deep. Right side overthrown. Picked off. It's intercepted by Keenan Isaac. He's gonna need it right there. They hand this off right side for Roland. They convert the 10-5. Chris Roland. I should shut up. Chris Roland touchdown. That's the dagger. Knicks toss left side and there's room. Has past the 30, past the 40, past the 20, 15, 10, 5. RJ Harvey. There we go. One play. Just need one play out of you. Gonna play action and look to throw. Mariota, sometime. Pass. Intercepted. It's picked off. Yes. Yes. One play was all they needed. Jack Jones. Williams, play action. Rolling left, looking to throw. Has time. Pass. End zone intercepted. It's Keyshawn Nixon calling game. Darnold to throw. Has time. Pass. Wide open. Over the middle. The Seattle Seahawks do it. Play action looking to throw. Williams has some time. Pass deep. Over the middle. Has a man. It's DJ Moore. Touchdown Chicago. They win in overtime. Snap good. Hold good. Kick up. And he missed it. Wide right. The Steelers will host Houston on Monday night. Williams in shotgun. Back to his right. 3 receiving options to the left. 4th and 4. Trip to Seattle on the line. Man in motion. Williams looking to throw. Pressure coming. Rolling left. Trying to buy some time. Back near the 40. Pass left side. Williams is caught. Touchdown Chicago. Cole Kmet. Somehow the magic remains. What? May looking to throw in 3rd and 6. Rolling left. Gonna take it himself. And that will do it. A first down carry. It's a gain of 7. And the Patriots have booked their ticket to Santa Clara. Zeros on the clock. The Seattle Seahawks, for the first time since 2014, are your NFC champion. Hello, everybody, and welcome. Week 4 continues a rematch. The Dallas Renegades have their first road game of the season. It is in Columbus as they take on the Aviators. For Columbus, kind of big news entering this game. Leon O'Neal is making his season debut. A big addition to that secondary for Columbus. Hopefully can be enough to put him over the top of Dallas, who they lost to by 5 last week. And what ended up being a pretty tight game against Dallas last week. We'll see how this one is. Second matchups against team, never really know how they're going to play out. We shall see. The thing with Dallas last week that caused that game to be close was Tyler Vaughn's got held in check for the Renegades. We'll see if Columbus can do that again, or if this game's going to be more in tune with the first 2 games for Dallas of the season. But we shall see. Kickoff is moments away from historic Crew Stadium in Columbus, Ohio. Welcome on in. And we'll see how attendance is. I expect attendance to be pretty good for Columbus. That fan base is seemingly really strong. Whereas Houston last night was not the greatest, but oh well. What can you do for this season at least? For as bad as some of the attendance numbers have been in some of these places, I do think that the only way to solve it is to just stick in these stadiums for at least another season or 2. Because even with the Roughnecks from 2024 to 2025, is they went from Rice Stadium to TDECU Stadium. So if some of these teams haven't had consistent stadiums for multiple seasons, probably hurts the attendance numbers a bit. So I think that's a way they could probably go about fixing it. But we'll see what the league decides to do in the offseason. Yep, Dallas at 3-0, Columbus at 0-3. Louisville got their first win of the season last night against Houston. We'll see if Columbus can do the same tonight. Or if Dallas will just continue their hot start of the season through the first month of play. Time will tell. Yep, welcome on in. Yeah, I'm always excited to see Austin Reed play this year. He definitely proved me wrong in week 1 and kind of just been on that ride since. Hopefully he can put up similar numbers to the first 2 weeks tonight compared to what he did last week. Again, last week was in a win, so not like it fully matters. Right, we got one more commercial break before we get kickoff. Yeah, we shall see. Kickoff moments away. Kickoff moments away from Columbus. Week 4 keeps chugging along. Well, this is fun. This is an out-of-date depth chart for some reason. I'm just realizing Leon O'Neal's not on here. Can I find up-to-date one? No, this is the up-to-date one. Okay. Weird. Yeah, it was announced online before the game that Leon O'Neal's making his debut. I expect good things from him on in the secondary, just as like a help against this high-flying Renegades offense. Could be the missing piece for this Columbus team. Who knows? Time will tell on that one. Yep, at commercial break as we await opening kick. Time will tell. Alright, compared to the home opener a few weeks back for Columbus, the stadium definitely isn't as full. But it is still more full than some of the other stadiums we've seen the past 2 weeks. So, I'll give them that. Dallas will get the ball first in this one, so we'll see this Renegades offense to begin things. Again, an offense that the first 2 weeks was scoring like there's no tomorrow. Last week, against this Columbus defense, a bit rough. But again, you can only have record-breaking performances so many times. And as were the first 2 weeks for this Renegades offense. So a little bit of a down week last week in the win. Let's see what they can do here in week 4. As Austin Reed's getting interviewed on the sideline right before the opening kick. Ted Ginn back on the sideline for Columbus. It's going to be interesting to see how this team plays against Dallas with Ted Ginn on the sideline. Because last week, stuff came up before the game. Todd Haley had to step in as the active head coach. Now Ted Ginn is back. So we'll see if this team is as prepared, more prepared, less prepared. We'll see exactly what the difference between Ted Ginn and Todd Haley is. AKA an experienced head coach in Haley, and Ginn a first-time head coach. As kickoff is underway, going to be returned beginning from the 5. Base out past the 20, out past the 25, past the 30, and out of bounds around the 32. So Dallas will start from there. And I gotta say, I don't fully love these Dallas away uniforms. Something just feels off with them compared to their home uniforms. I guess part of it might be just the blue isn't as standout as I would want it to be since it's their primary color, but oh well. All right, 1st and 10 for Dallas. Reed under center, back behind him too, receiving options to each side. Gonna play action and look to throw for the first play of the game. Has some time, pass over the middle, is caught with space, past the 45 to the 46. Deontay Burnett on the grab. Solid way to start this game off, just right to the air. And I'm shocked. I'm kind of shocked Columbus fell for the play action that heavy, considering Dallas's track record the past 3 weeks. Reed in shotgun, back behind him. Tight end in the backfield to his right. Going to hand this off up the middle, and there's space. Past midfield, past the 45, and down to about the Columbus 42. It is Day Hunter on the first down pickup. Yeah, but also, you have plays like that, and it shows why Columbus is going to be respecting the run today. Day Hunter is such a fun back. Reed in shotgun, back to his left, 3 receiving options to the right. Man in motion, right to left, ball in the Columbus 42. Reed looking to throw, pass left side, going to be caught by Tyler Vaughns, past the 40 to the 38. All right. Again, this is a Dallas offense that's just, it knows exactly what it wants to do to beat you, and they're going to find ways to do it. 2nd and 6. Oh, it's Cam Smith against Tyler Vaughns. That's going to be a fun matchup. Reed in shotgun, back to his right. 2 receiving options to each side. 2nd and 6 from the Columbus 38. Gonna hand this off up the middle for Day Hunter, and there's room. Cutting out right side, inside the 30, 25, inside the 20. Breaking some tackles and fighting his way down to about the 15. Day Hunter. It's such a good back. What's crazy is, like, Dallas didn't even really miss him in week 1 when he had to miss the opener. But since he's been back, it's just been another tool to the offense. All right, Reed in shotgun, back to his left. Gonna dump this off left side with some blockers, but not gonna do much with it. Lose it about a yard. It is Greg Ward on the grab. All right, trying to receiver screen on 1st and 10. Not much room to work. 2nd and 11 coming up. Still so far a solid opening drive to the game. Can't be complaining too much of being able to move the ball this effectively. Reed in shotgun, back to his left, 2 receiving options to each side. Ball on the Columbus 17. Reed looking to throw once again. Pressure coming, stepping up, has some time trying to dump this off over the middle, but some pressures there to force an errant pass. 3rd and 11 coming up. Tyler Vaughns in the vicinity of the pass, making it a 3rd and 11. Cool. So 3rd and 11, Reed in shotgun, back to his left, looking to throw. Pressure coming, trying to step up, of rolling to his right, buying some time. Looking downfield, pass towards the end zone is caught. Touchdown, Dallas. What a throw on the move to Drake Stoops. And the Renegades strike on the opening drive. Absolute beaut. He somehow fit that pass in there on the move as well. Austin Reed has just been another level. All right, so out for now the extra point. Put Dallas up by 7 after the opening drive. Kick is up from Colton Thieker, and it is good. Sneaks through the left upright. All right. Oh, and now there's a penalty. Going to be offside against Columbus. That'll be declined. Try is good. Austin Reed is going to find a spot in the NFL for sure next year. He's playing at a level above the UFL. He's been so good this year. But we head to commercial break, waiting for the Aviators' opening drive of the game. It's crazy. Some of the throws he has made this year have been insane. They're like probably about half of the touchdowns he has thrown. There's just no guard in those throws. They're placed perfectly to where only his guy can get it, and right on the shoulder. It's another level of quarterback play. Yep, at commercial break. After the fantastic opening drive for Dallas. All right, should be coming out of commercial break here soon from Fox. Number 28 on the Aviators. Tyree Woods. I mean, he hasn't. I mean, the thing with Columbus is secondary this year is guys have not really been like noticeable too much. If I remember correctly, he's made a few plays earlier on this season. I think in week 1 against. I think in week 1 against Orlando, he made a play or two. But for the most part, I mean, most of that secondary could definitely be playing a bit better. It's tough to ask that when they're playing some really good passing offenses to begin the year. As kickoff is underway, going to be returned beginning from the 7, based up past the 20 and down to about the 23. For me with corners, it's similar to offensive linemen where if I don't mention them a lot, it means that the ball isn't being thrown their way a ton. And thus they're doing what they need to do, which is just make sure the ball goes elsewhere, potentially. Oh, that's cool. Hell yeah. McLennan under center, back behind him. Two receiving options to each side. First play for the Aviators is going to be a handoff left side, and there's some space past the 25 to about the 29. It's Toa Tawa on the carry, someone that they've been desperately needing to get more involved in this offense since the start of the season. Again, there's no reason he should not be the main back for this offense. As it'll be a, second and 4? Yeah, second and 4. McClellan alone in shotgun. 3 receiving options to the left, 2 to the right. Going to look to throw. First time of the game. Going to be a pass right side. Enough for the first pass of 35 to about the 37 or so. It's Kiki Chisholm on the grab. Not bad. Again, this was a Columbus team that last week played toe-to-toe with Dallas for the most part. So I'm kind of expecting similar stuff here. As they break the huddle with about 7 seconds on the play clock, McClellan in shotgun back to his right. 3 receiving options to the left to get the snap off in time as he looks to throw. Pass right side gonna be incomplete. A little bit too far for Kiki Chisholm. And there's the penalty. I was waiting for that. The penalty was thrown a bit late, but it's gonna be a pretty clear DPI against Stephen Jones of Dallas. He definitely got in the way of Chisholm for making the play there. I was gonna say defensive holding, potato, honestly. That last name of the ref looked familiar. Hold on. As it's 1st and 10, ball on the Columbus' own 42. McClellan under center, gonna hand this off up the middle for John Lovett. Just past the 45 to about the 47. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the head ref of tonight's game, Cole Kneppel, is the uncle of Charlotte Hornet rookie Tom Kneppel. That's cool as hell. Sports running the family. Love to see it. I knew that last name looked too familiar. I had to watch him beat the Heat the other night. McClellan in shotgun, looking to throw in 2nd and 5. Pass right side, going to be off the mark and incomplete. Looking for Kiki Chisholm. Might have been tripped on the top of his route, but no penalty. Going to be a 3rd and 5. Third and 5 for Columbus. Ball still on their side of the field. McClellan in shotgun back to his left, looking to throw in 3rd and 5. Pressure coming, gonna step up and take it himself. He slides down a yard shy. It's not as bad as Jason Bean sliding down shy of the goal line last night. That's still not a good slide. But they're going to go forward on 4th and 1 as he crossed midfield. It's more so a 4th and inches. McClellan under center, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the right. Handoff up the middle. It's going to be close. They might give it to him. It's Toa Tawa on the carry, and I think they're going to give him the first. But that is definitely close for comfort on 4th and inches. As he needed roughly the 48. He got there. It's close, but he got there. That second effort push barely gets him over. They're going to review if he got the first here or not. Again, from the looks of it, it seems like he crossed the line to gain, but it's damn close. Yep, they got the first. Nice. So McLennan in shotgun back behind him. 2 receiving options to each side. Handoff left side for Toa. Gonna fight back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe they give him half a yard, but not much else to work. All right, and there is a Renegade slow to get up afterwards as well. Before the 2nd and 9, we're going to head to commercial break for an injury timeout. So 6:42 to play in the first quarter. We have an injury timeout. So yep, at commercial break. So far, the drive's going fine for Columbus. We're like a bit more of consistency from some of the plays, but again, it's fine for now. Still just the opening drive. Plenty of time to rework some things. As we're still at commercial break, there was an injury on the previous play for Dallas. We await the continuation of the drive. All right, it was Kevin Strong of Dallas who was slowly get up afterwards. He's up, walking under his own power towards the sideline. Great to see. So it'll be 2nd and 9 for Columbus. Yeah, he got a shoulder. He got a pretty bad shoulder towards the head. Ugh. Don't love to see that. So ball on Dallas's 47-yard line. Ball on Dallas's 47-yard line. It's 2nd and 9 for Columbus. And Jalen Morton is in the game at quarterback for this play. Okay. Sure. Morton in shotgun, back to his left. 3 receiving options to the right. Shift in the back to his right now as well. Morton gonna toss this left side for Toa, and there's some room. Gets about 4 up to the 43. That's a pretty nice play design. Toss counter, sure. What's up? It's not very often. It's not very often that with how long football has been a thing, you see more wrinkles in the plays. A quick toss counter. I think this is the first time I've seen that. McLennan back in shotgun. 3 receiving options to the right, 2 to the left. 3rd and 5, looking to throw. Dump off over the middle, going to be caught. There's space. Enough for the first. Past the 35 and out of bounds around the 30. It is Kiki Chisholm on the grab. There you go. Hey, it's been good considering that this is only the 2nd drive so far. Dallas moved the ball with really ease, with a ton of ease on the opening drive. Austin Reed Incredible throw on the touchdown. And then so far, Columbus has been answering. We'll see if they can fully answer. As balls on the Dallas' 30. McLennan under center, gonna toss this up the middle for John Lovett, and that's a gain of 2. Penalty marker down. It's gonna be illegal formation against Columbus, so push them back some. First and 15 now after the illegal formation. So McLennan alone in shotgun. 3 receiving options to the left, 2 to the right. Looking to throw in first and 15. Pressure coming, trying to roll left. Breaks off 1 sack, but can't escape the second. He's brought down at midfield. Okay, that's probably a drive killer. Darius Morange on the sack there for Dallas. Yeah, there's no time for him in the pocket, really. It collapses soon. It collapses quick. Tayshawn Bauer was also in the backfield at some point there. As now it's 2nd and 26. McLennan in shotgun. Back to his right. Going to look to throw once again. Pressure coming. Trying to dump this off left side for a halfback screen. But it never fully developed. 3rd and 26 coming up. All right, so I'm gonna begin with the question of, can Ryan Coe hit from 60? Because they're about 7-8 yards away from that 60-yard mark for a field goal. I mean, can he hit from 60? Okay, not 7. They're probably like 4. McLennan in shotgun, back to his left. Gonna hand this off up the middle. Toa Tower breaks off 1 tackle and gonna fight his way to the 44-yard line. It would be a 62-yard kick for Columbus. It's a 4th and 24. I feel like you have to try. Because do you really have a play call for this? They're gonna keep the offense on the field. Alright, I'm kind of disappointed. Still, so far, the only team to attempt a 4-point field goal has been DC. As the play clock's winding down, McLennan gets a snap off in time. He looks to throw. Pass over the middle is caught. Not going to be anywhere near enough for the first. Gets brought down at the 30. So it's a turnover on downs. But the drive stalls out past midfield. True, but I mean, like, I feel like that's a case of you might as well try it. Because, like, I also want to see more teams attempt 60-plus yard field goals. So far, there's only been 2, and it's been DC both times, and Matt McCrane made it both times. Like, I kind of want to see more. How did I not find this page last year? I just found an Ave Maria University page for Ryan Coe, where he was the kicking coach there for a year, it seems. I went through this website last year. How did I miss this? Okay, cool. That's cool. We had bad commercial break after turnover on downs. At commercial break. I mean, this is a good chance for Dallas now. Just extend that lead early. Put a lot of pressure on Columbus. Has Columbus played with a lead so far this year offensively? They did against Dallas last week. Yeah, because they threw the pick 6, which got them down by 4. All right, 1st and 10. Yeah. I'm trying to think of how many plays they've ran with a lead this year. It's not many. Reed in shotgun. Gonna pass this over the middle and it's off the mark and incomplete. All right, looking for Tyler Vaughns. Good coverage there. Kind of a mess of a play up initially, but got the pass off still. Well, they have had the lead at points this year. I'm trying to think of how often they have. Because against Orlando, not really. They did against Dallas last week briefly. I forget who the week 2 opponent was. Was it Birmingham? Reed play action looking to throw. Pass left side. Going to be just high and incomplete for Greg Ward. It was DC in week 2, yeah. They didn't lead that game at all. They came close to. Yeah, so I think it was just last week where they've had to play with a lead and it did not go well. So 3rd and 10. Reed in shotgun. Back to his right. 2 receivers to each side. Some confusion on the back end for Columbus as Reed looks to throw. Pass over the middle is off the mark and incomplete. Looking for Deontay Burnett. Just missed him a bit too far inside. So Dallas goes 3 and out after the turnover on downs forced. All right, Columbus, the defense playing pretty well against this Dallas team, surprisingly. Yeah, they had a free rusher as well off that left side from the safety spot, who is actually not even on their roster. Okay, cool. All right, there's a penalty before the snap now as well. Gonna be a delay of game against Dallas. So 4th and 15 coming up. So 4th and 15. Punt going to come off clean for Dallas. Returned beginning back from the 30. Muffs it a bit. Now can't quite corral it to the 35. Has space along that left side past midfield. Past the 40, 35. Still breaking the tackle inside the 30. And forced out of bounds around the 28. Sure. Why not? What a return for Antoine Wells. Gonna put Columbus well in the plus territory to begin the drive. He muffed that punt for a solid 5 yards before just putting on the Jets. That return should not have gone that well. All right, so ball, they're going to say at the Dallas 30. McLennan in shotgun back to his left. 3 receivers to the right. 1st and 10. Man in motion right to left. They're going to hand this off up the middle. Bouncing out left side, there's space. Inside the 25, inside the 20, and out of bounds, probably right around the 20. It is Zaquandre White on the carry, and that should bring us to the end of the first quarter. Yeah, I'll seemingly do just that. Good cut to the outside. And yep, that'll be the end of the first quarter. 15 minutes in the books, only a 7-point game. And a pretty solid one at that. 2-15. Really good opening drive touchdown for Dallas. Since then, it's been a bit of the defense is a bit making some big time plays. And we'll see if Columbus can fully capitalize off of the good starting field position when we get back from the commercial break. Yeah, Zaquandre White had a brief stint for Miami's practice squad. I don't remember that. I thought if he tried to make Miami's roster like 2 or 3 years before, which I know is probably not possible due to college stuff, but like, I mean, he definitely could have cracked Miami's roster if it wasn't him trying to crack it on last year's team. But yeah, at commercial break. Yeah, NFL draft is next week. I'll be live with guaranteed day 1 and 2. Unless there's overlap between day 3 and the UFL game on Saturday, I won't be live with day 3. But yeah. I don't have any real expectations for the draft this year. It's not like Miami has like a definitive need on that team. They kind of just say whatever, like anything. But I mean, like, I'm expecting some movements up and down the board. I feel like this has been one of the few years of the past like 5 or so years where there's been like no pre-draft discussions about any trade, like trading up or trading down of picks, like any questions surrounding pick 2 or 3. Part of it is there's only like one true quarterback in this class, it seems, unless you ask Dan Orlovsky. But yeah, yeah, It's next week, and what's crazy is the Penguins made the playoffs this year in the NHL, so that's gonna be. I'm pretty sure they're gonna have a game coincide with the draft. Obviously not gonna be in Pittsburgh, but that should be fun for them. Man, that Orlando Birmingham game is gonna be so good tomorrow. I hate that I won't be able to be live with it. It's just it coincides with plans I have tomorrow night because it starts at 4 o'clock. That's the one time I would have been happy with a back-to-back game. Have one at noon, have one at 3. Hell, even if it was at 3:30, would be pushing it as well, I guess. Yeah, there hasn't been a lot of draft news to be paying attention to anyway. McLennan under center, fake a toss left, gonna hand this off right for Toa Tawa inside the 15 and down to the 13. Like, one of the bigger NFL news has been like the different uniforms, and also Will Anderson signs a massive extension with Houston, now the highest paid non-quarterback in the league, and he deserves that deal. He's been playing really well for the Texans defense. At 1st and 10 for Columbus, they're inside the red zone for the first time tonight. McLennan under center, back behind him, going to hand this off right side for Zaquandre White, and that's going to lose a yard. All right. So 2nd and 11 coming up. Yeah, and that whole the NFL offseason can never just be normal, can it? There's always something happening. There's always something weird happening. McClendon handoff left side gonna get up to about the 10 for Zaquandre White. With 3rd and 7-ish coming up. And then it's like I want news during the NFL offseason, but can it just be like normal news, like extensions, sign-ins, trades? There always has to be something extra, it feels, during the NFL offseason for some reason. No idea why. As McClendon's on the sideline for 3rd and 8, it's Jalen Morton in shotgun, back to his right. Gonna roll right, looking to throw. His first pass attempt of the season. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Looking for Kiki Chisholm in the end zone. Columbus wants a penalty, and they will get one. Steven Jones again gonna be called for a penalty here in coverage against Kiki Chisholm. It will put Columbus 1st and goal from the 1. Oh no, because defensive holding will be half the distance to the goal. All right. Exactly. Yeah, wild free agency, then relative silence. I say relative because trades are nice. The Falcons made a trade today. That was just it was a 1-to-1 like 2024 3rd round pick exchange. But it was still something. Ball on about the 5. McClendon under center, gonna hand this off up the middle, and there's space for Zaquandre White. Did he break the plane? They're gonna say no. 2nd and goal from the half-yard line. I still think that 2022 was it 2022? Yeah, the 2022 offseason was probably one of the better ones I've experienced. Handoff up the middle for Zaquandre White. He tries going over top with it, and he is in. Zaquandre White puts Columbus an extra point away from tying things up. All right. And this game has some action to it. Yeah, that breaks the plane before coming loose. Donald Payne, nearly a great job knocking that ball loose. Just didn't do it in time. Yeah, the 2022 NFL offseason, that was when Miami signed Teron Armstead and traded for Tyreek Hill. I remember where I was for both of those moves. It was great. I think that was 23. I don't know. There's been what's crazy. Every the start of every off season feels crazy. Miami is never involved with it. Extra point is up and this game's tied. Even this past off season, yeah, they signed Malik Willis. Every other move Miami has made this offseason has been 1-year cheap deals, which I'm fine with because this team is in a very weird spot. So I'm cool with not massively committing to a lot of people. But it's still just weird. Yeah. Which Stephon Diggs has his own situation now. He's still not signed after everything that happened right before the playoffs. He's still unsigned. Obviously, Tyreek's still unsigned, but that's because injury reasons. There's gonna be this upcoming NFL season very easily could be decided by like 2 or 3 random signings in October. When injuries hit. It very well could be. But we're at commercial break after Columbus tied things up. Yeah, OBJ is still on the market, which I'm not surprised by. His very brief stint in Miami was something. It was something. Yeah, he joined Miami at the perfect time because that was because he was in Miami in 2024, right? He didn't play last year, if I remember. Either way, if it was last year, work counts as well because he like those final 2 years of Greer and McDaniel in Miami, they just became very weirdly silent about player injuries. Partly because of Tua, most likely, but like they just became very weirdly silent about how long a player would be out for. There would always be like, yeah, we expect them back soon, and then they don't play the rest of the season, like James Daniels or Jason Sanders. The fact that he missed all of last year is still very much a mystery, considering that he instantly went and signed with the Giants as soon as he got released. All right, just coming back from commercial break. Kickoff underway. Going to be returned beginning from the 5. Space out past the 20, and going to be brought down right around the 20 as well. I think to mark him out at the 19, so he went backwards a bit. Did he? That was a weird game as well that took place. And it's funny, like a ton of people watched that, and then they just won't watch the UFL for some reason. I don't know. It's crazy how many people claim to be football fans, but when they say that, they purely mean the NFL. All right, Reed under center, back and fullback behind him. Play action, looking to throw in 1st and 10. Pressure coming, trying to roll right and sacked. Back at the 14. All right. This Columbus defense playing hard. So 2nd and 15 coming up after the sack. Reed in shotgun back to his left. Play action looking to throw. Pressure coming again. Stepping up and takes it himself. Has some blockers down the field. Pass of 35 to 40. Pass midfield to 45 and out of bounds right around there. If he cuts in, there was nothing but green grass ahead. But Austin Reed on the scramble gets a huge chunk and puts Dallas. Oh, yeah, there's nothing on that right side of the field. Holy. Yeah, he has the blockers. If he cuts in, he might be able to do something with it. All right, Reed in shotgun, looking to throw in 1st and 10. Has time in the pocket. Deep shot right side, going to be incomplete. Knocked loose around the 22. Good defense there from DJ Miller. Makes it 2nd and 10 for Dallas. Yeah, and the thing is, like, more people need to give the UFL a chance, and like, it's gonna come slowly. But there's people out there that are saying right now that they miss football, and then when they get told the UFL is on, they say hell no. Like, if you really miss football, you would give this league a chance. Day Hunter handoff up the middle, going to be a gain of about 6 or so. And it's one of those, and that's part of the reason why when we get to like the final month of the NFL season, I start promoting the UFL a ton more, so that way people that are mainly NFL people can hear about the league and be like, okay, this might be something. Reed pass right side going to be caught for a first up to about the 30 for Drake Stoops. There's a penalty in the secondary. We'll see who this is on. As it stands, is a first down for Dallas. Illegal contact against Columbus is the penalty. That will be a decline. The first down stands. Yeah, like the thing is, I mentioned this briefly last night as well, where it's this, like, if you come into this league expecting perfect play, then yeah, you're probably not going to be too interested in what you see. If you're just here, if you're watching the league because you love football and you miss it and want some chaos involved, or like again, for someone like me where you're not a fan of any specific team and just a way to be impartial while watching football again, it's perfect. Handoff up the middle, gonna get about 2 for Day Hunter. Because also, like, we've seen throughout some of these games already this year, there is some like generally good and creative plays that are made in the league. Like, these offensive coordinators are in their bag. All right, they ruled it a gain of 2, so it's 2nd and 8 coming up. So 2nd and 8, Reed under center, back behind them. 2 receiving options to each side. Ball on the Columbus 28-yard line. Play action looking to throw. Pressure coming. Reed gonna pass this right side, and that's a throwaway, incomplete. No one really in the area. 3rd and 8 coming up. 9 minutes to play in the half. All right, 3rd and 8. Reed in shotgun, back to his left. 2 receivers to each side. Man in motion right to left. To get the snap off in time as Reed looks to throw. Pass left side, going to be caught by Vaughns. Has space past the 20, diving past the 15, and down to about the 14. First down pickup for Dallas. They're finding ways to keep this drive alive. They're just slowly picking up some of these yards and first downs. Like, good protection up front. Just enough to be able to get that throw off. And yeah, it's Cam Smith in coverage. It's weird seeing Cam Smith in at this level. After Miami was so high on him for years. Reed quick pass right side, going to be caught by Tyler Vaughns, because inside the 10 to about the 8. So a 2nd and roughly 5 coming up. Maybe 4. Oh, saying 2nd and 3, okay. So 2nd and 3. Reed in shotgun, back to his left. 3 receiving options to the left as well to get the snap off in time as Reed looks to throw. Pass left side, and it's caught. Emmanuel Butler. Touchdown, Dallas. What a throw from Austin Reed. My God. That is 2 touchdown passes tonight for him already. Both of them have been pinpoint accurate throws. That is such a no. There's no guard in that throw. DJ Miller is in damn near perfect coverage. It don't matter. It's Austin Reed is a man. Austin Reed is just in another plane of play right now. The extra point's up and good. Like, it's just not even fair, some of the throws he's making. Like, there's no guard in that throw. It is legit perfect. 7 minutes to play and a half. We go to commercial break. You cannot beat a perfect throw, and like half of the touchdown passes Austin Reed has this year have been perfect throws. Like, jeez, it's just not fair. It's just not fair. So it was announced earlier today that Jacoby Brissett is going to be holding out against Arizona, wanting a new contract that will pay him starter caliber money. I would not be surprised at all if Arizona is seeing Austin Reed play and is going to call Jacoby Brissett's bluff. Because Austin Reed is playing at a level right now where you could put him with the Jets or the Cardinals, and there's a legit chance he wins the starting QB job. Like, it is something. It would be. But like, what does New York or Arizona have to lose by doing that? They're both projected to have top 3 picks next year. Like, there's quite literally nothing for them to lose. Because, like, a throw like that is insane. Like, Emmanuel Butler had no choice but to catch that ball. I've been good, man. How have you been? Kickoff underway, going to be returned beginning from the 9. Base out past the 20, out past the 25, brought down around the 27. Yeah, like the Cardinals have pieces to that offense. So do the Jets as well. Really, obviously not to like the exact same level, but like the Cardinals and Jets are in 2 very similar spots right now. They both have a running back you can rely on. James Conner is on the older side, but he's still pretty damn good. Breece Hall is Breece Hall. They both have a tight end that are gonna be really damn good. Trey McBride has already proved himself. Mason Taylor, I still feel like is gonna be a damn good tight end in this league. And they both have a receiver 1 that have been massively underutilized in Marvin Harrison Jr. and Garrett Wilson. They're damn near the exact same team. Handoff right side for John Lovett, gonna have some space for a first gain of roughly 11. Like, the Jets and Cardinals are one in the same at this point. All right, 1st and 10 for Columbus. McClendon under center, going to hand this off up the middle. Breaks off 1 tackle, but going to be swarmed not shortly after. Nothing on the play, maybe a loss of 2 for John Lovett. Yep, 2nd and 11 coming up. McLennan in shotgun looking to throw in 2nd and 11. Quick pass left side, caught by Kiki Chisholm. Space inside the 40, going to fight his way to about the 45. 3rd and 2 coming up. So 3rd and 2 coming up. Yeah. McLennan in shotgun looking to throw in 3rd and 2. Pressure coming, stepping up, and going to be brought down and tripped up at about for only a gain of a yard. Yeah. We're getting closer to the summer months now, so like it's been hot as hell in Florida. It's not been fun to deal with. McLennan under center, 4th and 1. They're going for it. Handoff up the middle. Lovett breaks through for the first, a gain of 2. Up to Columbus's own 48. A gutsy play call, but it pays off for them. But yeah. Results not going to help that I'm going to be heading south in a few weeks for the summer for internships. So it's only going to be hotter. McLennan under center, going to hand this off up the middle. Oh no, play actually looking to throw, even fooled Fox. McLennan rolling right, they're going to throw this one away incomplete. He fooled everyone except the secondary. Fox was even honed in on the handoff. Second and 10 coming up. Yeah, it was close. Both of these quarterbacks have done a good job of avoiding sacks tonight so far. For the most part, at least. Dump off over the middle for Tay Martin. Going to get past midfield and down to about the 46 of Dallas. 3 minutes to play and a half. It's a 3rd and about 4. So 3rd and 4. McLennan in shotgun back to his right. Potentially the final play before the 2-minute warning. McLennan looking to throw. Pass left side. Going to be caught for the first. It's Jalen Moore up to the Dallas 41. And yeah, Columbus does not need to run one more play before the 2-minute warning. They can let this clock run. They can let the clock run here if they want. McLennan under center, back and fullback behind him. And that's the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play from the first half in Columbus. The 1-score game. And been a pretty solid 1-score game at that as well. Austin Reed is him at this point. He's playing insane. All right, add commercial break forward. Yeah, Columbus does get ball at the beginning of the second half, so they're in a great spot here if they can just even get points off this. They're in field goal range at this point. If they can truly make this the final drive of the half, they're feeling good. Now it's just would they actually be able to? Time will tell on that end. We shall see. All right, at commercial break. Yeah, the situation in Arizona is going to be fun to keep an eye on throughout the offseason. Just because of like that quarterback room is a mess. Same with the Jets. Same with the Jets. It would be really funny for Geno Smith to be the starter in New York all year and him perform exactly how he did his first stint. Just coming back from commercial break. McLennan under center, back and fullback behind him. 1st and 10 from the Dallas 40. Fakes a toss left and rolling right. Pass right side, gonna be caught to the 25. Dangerous pass was behind his man, but somehow he hangs on to it. It is Alize Mack on the grab. Makes it 1st and 10 from the 25. Yeah, that's easily could have been picked off. All right, with 1:39 to play in the half, we're going to have a stoppage here for, I assume, a timeout by one of these two. All right, refs are discussing something. Hold on. What is this? Okay, they're resetting the clock. Yeah, so they didn't stop the clock after the first down. So it was 1:55 to play in the half. They had to briefly stop it, and the game clock operator forgot to. So 1st and 10 for Columbus. McLennan in shotgun. Three receiving options to the left, 2 to the right. Going to look to throw once again. Pass right side, caught to the 20. Actually, a hit forced that ball loose there. Nearly a good grab for John Lovett, but the hit was just too much. Looked like he caught it at first, but I guess it didn't survive the ground. So 2nd and 10, McLennan in shotgun, gonna hand this off left side. Has some blockers, trying to fight his way towards the 20. Gonna get about 3 on it. John Lovett on the carry. So a 3rd and relatively long coming up. They're still killing some time here, which is good. So McLennan in shotgun, back to his left, receiver in the backfield to his right. It's a 3rd and roughly 8. McLennan looking to throw. Has some time, pass over the middle is tipped and incomplete. Looking for Tay Martin. Can't hang on to it. Was not going to be enough for the first either way. So with 56 seconds to play in the half, They're talking with Ted getting along the sideline here. I imagine they just sent out the field goal unit. Yeah. Didn't look like there was anything they could have challenged there, and that ends up being the conclusion. All right, now hold on. They're still talking with Ted getting along the sideline. Oh, Columbus is going to challenge for defensive pass interference. And maybe Donald Payne gets there early. All right, Mike Piera. Columbus is going to win the challenge. It'll be DPI against Dallas, being called against Donald Payne. He got there early. He got there early, so the drive stays alive for Columbus. The first one challenge for Columbus this season as well. Yeah, he initiates contact a bit early. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 20. Yeah, I get it. He gets there early. It's a good challenge for Columbus. That's their one for the game, though. Now, if they can find the end zone, it's worth it. McLennan in shotgun. Back to his left, 3 receiving options to the right. Going to look to throw. McLennan pressure, some pressure coming. Pass left side, gonna be... That's caught? Kiki Chisholm, and now they're saying he's in for 6. What? Okay, sure. That either way, that's an insane catch. The fact that he crossed the plane on that as well. What insane concentration and body movement from Kiki Chisholm to hang on to that ball. Oh, is he? Hold on. Where are his forearms? Where are his forearms when he fully gets possession of this? He might be out of bounds there. If it stands, is a great catch. It's a scoring play, so all scoring plays are reviewed. What you got, Piera? Yeah, just when's that forearm hit out compared to when he gets full possession? It's close. Ruling on the field stands, but he's not gonna get in. So the catch is confirmed, but he's down at the 1. We're down on like the half-yard line, it seems. So the catch is going to be confirmed. Now they're looking for if it's a touchdown or not. And it stands. That's an insane touchdown for Kiki Chisholm there in the half. That is a fantastic catch. The body control and concentration to get that ball when it was so low and away from him. Yeah, that's you can't do anything but just hats off to him. Extra point is up and good. This game's tied. We have had some incredible touchdowns in this one. That is A plus catch. And we head to commercial break with 50 seconds to play in the half. All right, at commercial break. That might be one of the best catches I've seen in the past 2 years. That is legit insane. Like there's not a lot that can top that catch. But we'll see. Hey, Dallas still has all timeouts and 50 seconds to get something out of this drive before the half. They easily could. Now, exactly how much, that's what we'll see. But, I mean, Dallas is still in a solid spot here. We shall see. At commercial break for this. All right, just coming back from the commercial break after the 12-play touchdown drive for Columbus to tie things up. 50 seconds remain in the half. Dallas has plenty of opportunity to do something here. Kickoff is going to be returned from a yard deep in the end zone after a bounce. Only returns this to the 16. Not a good decision there from Najee Harris. So now with 46 seconds, ball on their own 16, the amount of the chance to take the lead before halftime went from roughly like 45% to like 5%. Yeah, they're showing the catch again. That's insane. So Reed gonna hand this off up the middle, and Day Hunter fumbles it, but picks it back up himself for a gain of 3. Could have been a disaster case for Dallas. And then one more play now is needed before halftime. Yeah, that could have been really bad. So with that, they're in With that, they're going to kneel this one to halftime. Damn, no one called timeout in that first half. Okay. Columbus gets ball to begin the second half. So just reaching halftime. I'll quickly be right back. All right. At the half. Second half underway here soon. Not a really solid first half of action. Kind of surprised by Columbus's ability to keep this one close. We'll see if the second half will follow suit. All right. At commercial break, at halftime. Yeah, there's just for some reason, Columbus knows how to keep Dallas in check offensively. I don't know what it is. It could also just be that it's been now a month of play and there's enough tape on Dallas to where you kind of have an idea of what they want to do offensively, which is primarily get the ball to Tyler Vaughns. But even then, like Dallas is still moving the ball well in this one. They have had what, a 3-and-out. But aside from that, I mean, it's still two really good drives so far in this one. We'll see how things continue. All right, at halftime, we're getting Fox's halftime segment, and the second half will be underway. Alright, at commercial break. We're at halftime, about to do another commercial break segment. Yeah, we know how Fox's halftime works at this point. But yep, at halftime. Yeah, those highlights from that Birmingham St. Louis game last week, that was a fantastic one. Alright, there's a commercial break. So after this, we should be getting to the second half. So at commercial break once again. And the NBA play-in is also happening right now. Got a text saying that the Hornets are getting killed, yeah. Damn, Orlando up by damn near 30, okay. Honestly, that might give me an opportunity for tomorrow. Speaking of tomorrow, I'll be live with the noon 30 game EST between St. Louis and DC. Unfortunately, would not be live for the home opener for Birmingham as they play Orlando. I got plans at 6 tomorrow EST, and it's gonna interfere too much, sadly. So I won't be live with that game. I will be watching it though, as that's gonna be a damn good game for sure. But yeah, I'll be live with DC St. Louis. So it's a 3-game weekend. Again, that should be the only game I miss this season for the UFL. I don't plan on missing any others. So it's fine. It all works. It all works out. As we await the start of the second half. Yeah, there's been some great throws in this game, some great catches in this one in the first half. Let's see if the second half can follow suit with the action. We shall see. All right, one more string of commercials because I forgot we're on Fox. All right, add commercial break for halftime. At halftime. Things all tied up after a half. Again, this game has been surprisingly solid so far. The only question is how will it keep up? Because again, last night we got overtime. Or do we get 2 overtime games in 1 week? That would be something. That would be something. All right, just coming back from commercial break. The second half underway here soon. We await Dallas to send this one away. Columbus gets ball to begin the second half. As this game's all tied up at 14. The Aviators looking for their first win on the year and to give the Renegades their first loss on the year. Talk about a game that could massively shake up the league, depending on the end result. And right after this, Columbus has back-to-back games against Houston in week 5 and 6. So they're having their Texas swing right now. But yeah, one more half of action. Second half underway here soon. Yeah, Dallas is at nearly 7 yards per play right now. Their offense is just too good. We shall see. Teams are lined up for the kick. We'll see Jalen McClellan and his Columbus offense to begin the half. As the second half is underway from Columbus, kick going to be returned beginning from the 10. Has space out past the 20, past the 25, past the 30, and brought down around the 33. Big hit there he took as well. All right. So 1st and 10 for Columbus. Let's get the second half underway. Been a solid one so far. McClellan in shotgun back to his right. 2 receiving options to each side. Man in motion, left to right. It's the tight end in motion. Ball on their own 33. Play action. McClellan now going to try and take it himself right side. Going to get about 2 before sliding down at the 35. All right, not bad. Not a bad way for this to start. So 2nd and 8. McLennan under center, back behind him. 2 receiving options to each side. Play action looking to throw. McLennan rolling left, buying some time. Pass left side, going to be caught with space. Pass midfield. Pass to 40 and brought down near the Dallas 37 is Alize Mack on the grab. And Columbus is moving 2 plays into this. All right, so 1st and 10. Yeah. Well, as if the opportunity presents itself. So far, Dallas has only had 1 drive that they needed to punt from. McLennan play action looking to throw. Trying to step up, going to take it himself up past the 35 to about the 33. Unless honestly could be giving him chances on kickoff as well. I could see that. Because we do see punters in the NFL end up being the kickoff guys sometimes. McLennan under center, back and fullback behind him. 2nd and 3, gonna hand this off up the middle. Bounces out right side is Quandre White. There's space for a first, a gain of about 5 or so. So 1st and 10. McLennan under center, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the left. Gonna hand this off up the middle, and there's some space for about 2. So 2nd and 8, McLennan alone in shotgun, looking to throw. Has some time, stepping up, tripping, and gonna be brought down around the 27, maybe 28. And he looks in pain a little bit. He's hobbled, but it'd be good. His cleat got caught in the dirt. Yeah, he slipped. That's all it is. Okay. So 3rd and 13, McLennan in shotgun looking to throw, gonna step up and take it himself. Has space inside the 20, inside the 15, and down inside the 10 to the 9s. A 1st down pickup for Columbus. All right, they're moving well on this. 11 minutes to play in the 3rd. 1st and goal coming up. So 1st and goal, McLennan in shotgun looking to throw. Now going to take it himself up the middle, inside the 5. McLennan fumbles. Ball's loose in the end zone, and Columbus has it. Now this is going to be, it's real. So Columbus has it. They're in for 6 on the opening drive of the half. All right, Columbus. Did I? No, my Why is my mic not showing? Okay. That my OBS was not showing my mic working there for a sec. McClendon fumbled into the end zone, is picked up by Columbus for 6. So they take the lead on the opening drive of the half. And the extra point is up and good as well. All right. Hey, Columbus is playing really well tonight. So we're at commercial break after that. Yeah. Well, the game's on Fox. I'm shocked it's not. I've had issues in the past with the UFL not showing locally, so yeah, it happens. So we're at commercial break. Got it. Yeah. The UFL broadcasts have been like I typically miss out on like 1 or 2 a year because Miami ABC stations can be weird sometimes with if they carry a game. That's just how it is. It sucks. All right, at commercial break. Yeah, and I appreciate that. Yeah, just one of those things where local stations can be weird. There was a time last year where I had to call the '09 Super Bowl just so that way I could fill in and I still wanted to be live for a decent amount of time that day, but my ABC was not carrying the game. So I just pulled up NFL Plus and called it Super Bowl. We always try to make do here. Of course, the NFL doesn't have that same issue because it's the NFL, but yeah. Kickoff underway, going to be returned beginning from the 5, space out past the 20, and brought down around the 22. Part of me does want to do more of that kind of stuff during the off season. Where like just one day a week, I pull up a random old NFL game, and I call it as if it's new. I think that could be fun. I'm just not sure exactly how that would work. The read in shotgun, play action looking to throw in 1st and 10. Has some time, pass over the middle is high and incomplete. Nearly picked off there. Was looking for Seth Green over the middle, but just couldn't quite connect. And once again, for some reason, this Columbus defense knows how to get in the head of Austin Reed that for some reason neither St. Louis or Houston was able to do. Reed in shotgun, back to his right, 2 receivers to each side. Gonna hand this off up the middle for Day Hunter, and that's a gain of about 4. I think part of it is Columbus is able to get more pressure than either St. Louis or Houston were able to. So 3rd and 7. Reed in shotgun, back to his left. 3 receiving options to the right. Ball on roughly their own 26. Reed with some time. Pass right side, gonna be incomplete. Looking for Tyler Vaughns, it's Cam Smith in coverage. And Dallas goes 3 and out to begin the second half. And pressure is starting to build for the Renegades. Their first road game of the season, and they've had their moments so far, but still, it's a hot and cold type of game for Dallas. All right, so punt comes off clean. Going to be returned beginning from the 30. Space out past the 40, past the 45, past midfield. Past the 45, past the 40. Breaking tackles. Antoine Wells inside the 30, 25, and down to the 24 of Dallas. The second big return of the game for Antoine Wells, and now there is a penalty. During the return is going to be it's a legal blindside block against Columbus, so that's coming back a bit. So with 8:23 to play in the third, we head to a commercial break. All right. Not bad. At commercial break. At commercial break. Honestly, even with the penalty on the return, Columbus is in a really damn good spot here. If they can capitalize. Like, they're in a prime position to really do something, to really blow this one open. We shall see. Just coming back from commercial break. Let's see what Columbus can do here. Yeah, Dallas, the first time trailing in the second half this season. They've been a damn good team in the second half of games. But now they find themselves in quite a pickle in the second half. Oh, Dallas has been a damn good team in general this year. So 1st and 10. McLennan in shotgun back to his right. 2 receiving options to each side. Ball on their own 34 after the blindside block penalty. McLennan looking to throw. Has some time, stepping up, gonna look to take it himself, gets past the 35 and gets down around the 37. Gain of 3. Cool. 2nd and 7 coming up. Oh, and now there's a penalty as well. What's this gonna be? Now it looks like they picked it up. Okay, that was a weird sequence. McLennan in shotgun back to his right. Box. Okay, it was Holden against Columbus, so it's 1st and 20. That's what the penalty was. Got him. McLennan in shotgun back to his right. 3 receiving options to the left. Gonna hand this off up the middle. It's Zaquandre White trying to bounce it out right side. Penalty down again. This time it might be against Dallas. Yeah, it's a face mask against Dallas. So 15 yards, automatic first. So all that for Columbus to have 1st and 10 from the 29. No. Yeah, roughly. Yeah, that's a clear face mask. Oh, ball on the 39 now. Okay. McLennan under center, back and fullback behind him. Handoff up the middle. Gonna have some space past the 40, trying to bounce it left side. Gets to about the 43. Oh, yeah, I did my math wrong for that penalty stuff. I was thinking it was the 1st and 30 for some reason. Oh, and there's some shouting going back and forth now after that play. All right. So 2nd and 5. McLennan under center, gonna hand this off up the middle. Zaquandre White trying to bounce it out right side, will slip and lose about 2. He's constantly trying to bounce it towards that right side. I kind of get it because he has some speed to be able to turn the corner. But like, if there was a hole up the middle for even a yard, take it. So 3rd and 7. McLennan in shotgun back to his left. 3 receiving options to the left as well. Ball on their own 42. They need the 49. McLennan pass over the middle and it's off the market, incomplete. Looking for Antoine Wells, and the Aviators will have to punt this one away. Dallas's defense does their job. Now it's time for the offense to tie things up. 6 minutes to play in the 3rd and counting. And that's going to be a delay of game against Columbus now, trying to give their punters some more room to work. See if they can pin Dallas deep. So now 4th and 12. Taking a while to snap this. 5:20 to play in the third. There's the snap. Punt comes off clean. Going to be fair caught at the 18. So Dallas going to be starting backed up in their own territory. And first, a commercial break with 5:14 to play in the third. Cool. Cool. All right. Just about 5 minutes of play in the third. At commercial break. Yeah, there's that new daily NFL trivia game called StatPad. They also have stuff for the MLB and NBA. I forgot to do it this morning. I've kind of just been looking at it off to the side here throughout this. All right, should be coming back from commercial break here soon. I haven't seen anything about that yet. I don't follow baseball like that. So I'm sure next time I truly scroll through my socials, I'll see it. But what was it? Because I mean, anytime someone breaks a Babe Ruth record, it has to be impressive. As yet, just coming back from commercial break. Reed in shotgun back to his right, 2 receiving options to each side, ball on their own 20. As yeah, it was a fair catch inside the 20. Yeah, I hate that rule. Reed pass left side, going to be well off the mark and incomplete, and there's a penalty. Reed was looking for Deontay Burnett. I don't agree with that penalty being called against DJ Miller, if there is one. That ball is uncatchable. Yeah, saying DPI against Columbus. All right. Don't love it. So 1st and 10. That is crazy. Jeez. Otani is just good, man. Reed gonna hand this off up the middle, and that's a gain of about 3. Yeah, I'm not massive into baseball, but I have been thinking about trying to go to a Marlins game when he's in town. And he's pitching for the Dodgers, but that's just not often. So 2nd and 7 coming up. Reed in shotgun back to his left, 3 receivers to the right, gonna look to throw on 2nd and 7. Pressure coming, trying to step up, a jump and sacked. Back near the 34. All right, 4 minutes to play in the third. And there is a Dallas player slow to get up afterwards as well. We're headed to a commercial break. Oh yeah, Columbus's home atmosphere is great. Same with Louisville. Like those are the two. Like those are the next two big markets for the UFL to target. Because it's St. Louis is obviously the biggest, even with them only having 20,000 at their last week at home. It's still their biggest market. DC and Birmingham are fighting for 2 and 3. And then Louisville and Columbus will be fighting for 4 and 5. Like if you have 5 really strong markets, you're doing pretty damn well as a league. Those other 3, I think, will figure themselves out as long as they just are consistently playing at those home stadiums and they're not constantly changing year after year, like has been the case for Dallas and Houston. Houston especially. Houston's on their 3rd stadium in 3 years right now. So that's the issue with Houston. Dallas, they just moved like 45 minutes away from where a lot of their fan base was in Arlington. So like that's a tough one there. So but you know, I trust those guys to figure it out. Orlando can be really good if they improve the marketing in Orlando. Like there's definitely potential for all these markets. It's just how did they capitalize on them? And also like those markets are only going to be helped as long as the team keeps on winning and keeps on getting better. Like that's why last night for Louisville was big for them. And tonight has potential to be big for Columbus. It's 3rd and 11 for Dallas. 4 minutes to play in the 3rd. Reed in shotgun, back to his right. 3 receivers to the right as well. Ball on their own 33.5-yard line. Reed, play action looking to throw. Pressure coming, rolling right, buying some time. Pass right side, gonna be caught, but not enough for the first. There is a penalty marker down. It's Deontay Burnett on the reception. We'll see what the penalty is. It's defensive holding against Columbus. 5 yards and automatic first down. The drive stays alive. All right. Yeah. It's something for this Dallas offense that just avoided back-to-back 3 and outs. Reed under center, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the left. Play action looking to throw. Rolling right, buying some time. Still looking, just going to throw this one away, incomplete. There is a penalty in the backfield. Probably going to be holding against Dallas now, so they're going to be pushing. They're going to be pushed back some. Yep, holding against Dallas. All right. So 1st and 20. Reed in shotgun, back to his right. 2 receivers to each side. Ball on their own 29-yard line now. Reed pass right side, going to be caught. Get past the 40 to about the 43. Is Curtis Hodges on the grab. 2nd and medium coming up. So to get those yards back and then some from the hold. Not bad. So Reed in shotgun, back behind him. 2 receivers to each side. 2nd and 6 coming up. Motion in the tight end inside as Reed looks to throw. Pass left side going deep and going to be incomplete. Looking for Tyler Vaughns. No penalty despite Dallas wanting one. Cam Smith and some good coverage there on that left side. And I was trying to talk smack as Tyler Vaughns is walking away. I could definitely see the argument for a penalty there. I could see an argument for wanting one. Reed in shotgun, back to his left, play action looking to throw. Penalty marker down, pass right side, going to be incomplete. It's DJ Miller batting that ball away. We'll see what the penalty is. It came as soon as the snap happened. It's illegal formation against Dallas. That will be declined. It's 4th and 6. And the Renegades will punt. Stuff. Yeah, it was tight. I get wanting a penalty on that. But I feel like what the refs were seeing there was just hand fighting. And the key thing was Cam Smith turned his head as the ball was coming in. So there's the argument that there was hand fighting, he was playing the ball. So I get not throwing the penalty there. At some point you have to let guys play. As long as it's not too obvious. Punt comes off clean, going to be returned beginning from the 4. Face out past the 10 and down to about the 14. All right, solid punt. Columbus will start deep in their own territory with a minute and a half to play. Oh, and now there's a penalty as well on this. All right. What are they going to call here? Holden against Columbus. All right, so they're going to be pushed back even more. And we head to commercial break. So at commercial break with a minute 32 to play in the third. Not bad. Yeah. At commercial break. There's some like very early MVP odds coming out for next year. I'm not buying into any of that. Because it's none of like the actual sports books are doing. It's all like those prediction markets, which are terrible. So at commercial break, should be coming back here soon. Here we go. Just coming out of commercial break. Let's see what Columbus can do, starting backed up deep in their own territory. As McLennan been having a solid game so far in this one, definitely his best of the season. But this drive starting from their own 3. So it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough to get much going here. McLennan under center, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the right. Ball on their own 3. McLennan handoff up the middle. And there's some space. Down to about the 7 for John Lovett. Maybe they give him the 8. Either way, it gets some breathing room. Still not quite enough to run your full offense, but it's something. They can also let this clock run on this on the drive total. They can get this in the 4th quarter. As there is another Dallas player's throw to get up afterwards. Jeez, they're dropping like flies in this game. Both sides of the ball. Crazy. Sucks to see. Second and 5. A minute 11 to play in the 3rd. Yeah, that's true. That is very true. It's still just crazy because even in the NFL, when you have the Thursday night games, you don't really see that too often. But also, like, the Thursday games are a lot, or the Thursday night games have their own issues with them. All right, Columbus is huddled up. When are we gonna get the clock rolling again? Here we go. 2nd and 5. Clock begins to roll. About a minute to play in the 3rd. All right, 2nd and 5. McLennan in shotgun. 3 receiving options to the left, a back to his left as well. Ball on their own 8. McLennan, handoff right side for John Lovett, trying to get the edge, gonna fight forward, should be enough for the 1st. And they're gonna give it to him out of bounds around the 14-yard line. Nice. Back-to-back solid carries for Columbus. And yeah, good job keeping his feet in as well to fight for that 1st. And there's another Dallas player hobbled afterwards. It is Chris Steele, one of their corners. But he's up, jogging off the field under his own power. It's good to see. Probably just a cramping issue, hopefully. 44 seconds to play in the 3rd. And the clock begins to run. Potentially the final play of the quarter. McLennan in shotgun, back to his right. 3 receiving options to the left. Handoff up the middle. And it's another solid carry. Gain of 5 or 6. Gain of 5 or 6 for John Lovett. Hey, those are 3 straight really solid runs for Columbus. And the clock will briefly stop. Another Dallas Renegade. Slow to get up afterwards. 3 plays on this drive. All 3 have resulted in a Renegade getting hurt. That is crazy. That is, I think that's I have not seen that at I have not seen that ever. Even with this being like a shorter week, that's just still that's still not great. All right, but he's up, going to be helped off the field before this 2nd and 4. Good. And then the 13 seconds of clock will run, and that's the end of the 3rd quarter. 15 minutes remain. Columbus leads by 7, a 2nd and 4 coming up when we get back from commercial break. And since we're just heading to commercial break, I will quickly be right back. All right. At commercial break, waiting for the start of the 4th quarter. 15 minutes to go in this one. $15 to decide if Columbus can get their first win, or if Dallas will go undefeated through the first month. And this is going to be an interesting one. This should have a really good finish. Just getting back from commercial break. 2nd and 4 for Columbus. Ball on their own. I want to say their own. What would it be? Ball on like their own 18. As Columbus starts to get loud, even though they're on offense, even though they're. All right, 15 minutes to play. McLennan under center, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the right. Ball on their own 20. Gonna hand this off right side once again, and there's space for John Lovett, a first down carry and more. Past the 35, past the 30 and brought down near the 35 at the 34. 4 straight run plays to begin this drive. All of them are solid runs going for 5+. It's just too easy up front for Columbus right now. They're getting some good blocks up front, some good holes to run through. McClellan handoff right side once again, and once again, there's space for Lovett to pick up a few. They're just able to move the ball well right now. So 2nd and 8 after that. McClellan under center, back and fullback behind him. Ball on their own 37, handoff up the middle, and there's going to be space to about the 40-yard line, making it a 3rd and 4 coming up. John Lovett on the carry once again. That's the 6th straight run play to begin this drive. Each of them have gone for positive yards. And now there is another Dallas Renegade, slow to get up after the play. And it has to just be cramps. There's no way this many people. Yeah, he's up. He's able to walk off under his own power. Bit of a power walk there. The ball now in roughly their own 40. It's a 3rd and about 4. McClellan under center, back and fullback behind him. It's Towatawa in acting as a fullback. McClellan fakes the toss left, looking to throw right. Lofter, right side, going to be caught by Towatawa. Enough for the first, going to fight his way to the Columbus 49. Dallas read that play well, and it still went for about 10. Yeah, that's just a good lofter for Towatawa in space, and then he's a tough man to bring down. McClellan under center, going to hand this off up the middle for Saquandre White. Gets past midfield to the Dallas 47.5. So now they can no longer punt on this drive. And they're just continuing to kill as much clock as they can on this as well. It has been something. All right, 2nd and 6. McClellan in shotgun back to his right. 3 receivers to the right as well. Gonna keep it himself up the middle on the read option, and McClellan slides down at the 45. Makes it another 3rd and 4 for Columbus. And with just under 12 minutes to play in the game, there is a brief stoppage as a Columbus player got his helmet ripped off. But now clock will begin to run again. 11:45 and counting to play in the game. And as the play clock is winding down, Columbus will have to burn their first timeout. All right, not bad. With 11.5 to play in the game, they have to burn one. Cool. Third and 4 coming up. All right, 11.5 to go in the game. Columbus just called their first timeout. Teams are lining up to go from here. There we go. Play clock beginning to run. McLennan in shotgun. Back to his left. 3 receiving options to the right. Ball in the Dallas 40. And there will be a stoppage before the snap. As Dallas will call their first timeout. Okay. I don't fully get that, but sure. I guess it is a big third down. Gotta make sure you're ready. Find a way to push them back some. Make it because they pass midfield. Columbus has to go for it if they don't get the first here. So put some pressure on them, or at least attempt to. All right, but we'll see. McLennan under center, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the right. Handoff up the middle for John Lovett. Gonna fall forward for the first. Gets to the Dallas 41-yard line. And just like that, they move the chains and the clock will continue to run. We're able to kill a ton of time here. So 1st and 10, play clock winding down. McLennan under center. Gonna toss this up the middle. And there's space for a gain of roughly 5 up to the 35. And they're just stacking 5-yard carries right now. And it is killing a ton of time and has them in field goal range. Feeling really good. This sits at an 11-play drive. And it's already killed over 6 minutes of time. In this half alone, Columbus had 100 yards rushing. Most of that's on this drive. McLennan under center, back and fullback behind him. Play clock winding down to get the snap off in time. Handoff up the middle. It's Zaquandre White, enough for the first, down to about the 27. It's a pickup of about 6. No, about 8. I mean, it's this Columbus ground game. It's just there's no stopping it right now. It seems for Dallas. Part of it is they've been decimated up front due to injuries right now throughout this game. Second, just really good blocking up front by Columbus's O-line. As there is another D lineman up front down for Dallas. He's up, jogging off the field. Just under 10 minutes to play in the game. We're heading to a commercial break. As these injuries up front for Dallas keep on happening, the more and more likely Columbus can just run the rest of this time off the clock at some point. It has just been something. Yep, at commercial break, just under 10 minutes to go in this. Also, apparently Birmingham might be wearing a maroon jersey tomorrow. The UFL themselves haven't confirmed that. It was an ESPN article. It was an ESPN article from like a month or so ago that talked about it. If it is true that Birmingham is going maroon jerseys on gold pants, that could look really clean. But we'll see. We'll find out tomorrow, I guess. All right, just coming back from commercial break. $9:58 and counting to play in this one. First and 10 for Columbus. Ball in about the Dallas 27. McLennan under center, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the right. Handoff up the middle. Going to try and fight, and John Lovett will pick up a yard, maybe. So the amount of stuff they're doing up front in this game has been solid. Second and 8 coming up. Ruled at the gain of 2. All right. About 9 minutes to play in the game. Yeah. Dallas's offense has not been on the field for a long while at this point. McLennan under center. Going to hand this off right side. There's space for John Lovett inside the 20. Enough for the first inside the 15 and out of bounds at the 14. This has been the perfect drive for Columbus. It's not flashy. It's just good foot. We're nearing a 20-play drive right now. That's how long this drive has been. And it's been all runs except one play. McLennan under center, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the left. Handoff up the middle. There's space inside the 10 and brought down at the 7. It is Toa Tawa on the carry. 8 minutes to play in the game now. Exactly how long has this drive been? It's a 15-play drive at this point. That does not feel like exactly how long it's been, but sure. 15-play drive. 14 of those have been run plays. This is beautiful. This is a beautiful ice-in drive. McLennan under center, back behind him. 2 receiving options to each side. Ball now on the Dallas about 6-yard line. Handoff, Tawa, left side. Gonna fight his way to about the 3. Should be enough for the first. So first and goal coming up. 16-play drive now. Columbus has had 42 rush attempts tonight, setting a UFL record. 15 of them have been on this drive alone. Make that 16 as McLennan hands this off up the middle for Toa Tawa, and he stood up for no gain. 16 not straight, but 16 run plays on this drive. And now there's 7 minutes to play in the game. This is beautiful. This is absolutely beautiful. And there is a Dallas player hobbled afterwards with 6:50 to play in the game. It's Donald Payne. That is a tough blow to that linebacking unit for Dallas. But all part of it is like they're just getting completely ran over on this drive. Like this drive started from the Columbus's own 3-yard line. And they've gone 95 yards so far to 15 run plays. Like, come on. This is textbook. So 2nd and goal for Columbus. So 2nd and goal. McLennan under center, back behind him. 2 receiving options to each side. Handoff up the middle for Toatawa. And he fights his way in for 6. An absolute beauty of a drive. Was at 18 plays, 97 yards. And Columbus is up by 13. That is something special. Again, not flashy, not really not really like entertaining per se, but a 17, 18 play drive as the extra points up and good. A 17 play drive with 16 run plays to kill over 10 minutes of time and take a 14-point lead. That's textbook. Like that, there's 6.5 to play in the game. The last time Dallas had the ball was with over 2 minutes to play in the third quarter. Like that is potentially one of the best game sealing drives I have seen, assuming Columbus pulls away with this one. Yeah, that is an 18 play, 97-yard drive that killed 10 minutes of clock and was 17 run plays and 1 pass. 17 run plays that totaled 89 yards on this drive. It doesn't get much better than that. Like that is beautiful. Again, we'll see if they can finish it. Dallas has a chance here though. Because depending on how Dallas's drives go, Columbus might not see the ball for the rest of this game. With how the onside kick stuff works as well. But we'll see. Yeah. That was that's such a beautiful drive. They ran it down their throats and dared Dallas to stop them, and they couldn't. Despite multiple third down scenarios. Like that is an insane drive. 34 minutes of real time since Dallas's offense was last on the field. Like that is beautiful. Because again, one of the bigger threats of Dallas is their offense. If you keep them off the field for 10 minutes of game time, 34 minutes of real time, they're good. That's exactly what you want to do. Kickoff return beginning from the 5, space out past the 20, past the 25, and brought down near the 26. And now they're interviewing Todd Haley on the sideline after that, their OC. That's 44 carries. 198 yards on the night. The 44 carries is a UFL record. That's beautiful. Beautiful. And those 40, I'm pretty sure that stat line, 44 carries, 198 yards on the night for Columbus's offense. I'm pretty sure that alone is more than more than Louisville's ground game the entire first month of the season so far. I would not be shocked if that singular night so far for Columbus is more than all Louisville has had all year, which is insane if you're the Kings. Reed looking to throw in 1st and 10 as it was a holding penalty on the return, I assume, as that drive started from their own 13. Either way, Austin Reed gets sacked. Trying to step up in the pocket. Oh, that's a missed face mask. That is a missed face mask. Honestly, if you're at Dallas, do you challenge this? Because you kind of do need something like that at this point. Yeah, Dallas is going to challenge that. I'm cool with it. Because you cannot afford to be that backed up for 2nd and 15. So here comes Mike Piera. Yeah, face mask going to be added to that. And that's a clear face mask as well. I'm shocked. I'm shocked the refs missed that. And that Dallas had to use their challenge there. All right, just under 6 minutes to play. Reed in shotgun, back to his right. 3 receivers to the right as well. Play action looking to throw, pass right side, bobbled and incomplete. Looking for Greg Ward. It'll be 2nd and 10. All right, 2nd and 10. Reed in shotgun. Going to look to throw once again. Pass left side, going to be caught for the first. Pass the 40 to the 42 for Greg Ward. 5 minutes to play in this one. Reed in shotgun to going up tempo, looking to throw. Pressure coming, Reed trying to step up. Gonna fall forward for a yard. Yeah, there's a chance that Dallas is gonna be needed an onside kick. Trying to go up tempo. 4.5 to play in the game. Reed in shotgun, back to his right. 2 receiving options to each side. Ball on their own 43. Austin Reed looking to throw. Pressure coming, rolling right. Dump off over the middle, caught by Tyler Vaughns. Gonna get to about the 48. To a third and relatively short coming up. Just under 4 minutes to play in the game. It is a 3rd and 4 in the big time 3rd down. Reed in shotgun, back to his right. 2 receivers to each side, looking to throw. Has some time. Dump off right side. Wide open is Tyler Vaughns with space. Inside the 30, the 25. Breaks off one tackle and gets out of bounds around the 23. 3.5 to play in the game. Big time pickup for Dallas. And tack on a roughing the passer to it. So it'll be 1st and 10 from inside the 20 for Dallas. As Austin Reed gets hit late. Yeah, he gets hit way too late there for me to have any defense against it. Typically, I try to defend roughing the passer calls of not being like the greatest. That one, there's no defending it. That is way too late of a hit on him. So 1st and 10, ball on the Columbus 11-yard line. Reed in shotgun, back to his left. Play action looking to throw. Reed with time. Dump off over the middle. Caught by Day Hunter. Gets inside the 10 and down to the 7. There is a penalty in the backfield. Probably going to be holding against Dallas. So penalty on 1st down. Oh, his face mask against Dallas. Either way, yeah, gonna push him back some. All right. There's a 1st and long coming up. There's a 1st and 25. Reed alone in shotgun. 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Just under 3 minutes to play. Reed looking to throw. Has time. Pass is tipped at the line and incomplete. 2nd and 25 coming up. I mean, you're in 4-down territory basically here. Down by 14, so you have to try to get something. Especially with how your defense has been playing. If Columbus gets the ball back, it very well might be over. Reed in shotgun. Play action looking to throw. Pressure comes quick. Dump off right side for Day Hunter. Has some blockers, but only going to pick up 6. So it's a 3rd and 19. And this clock will run to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play from Columbus. Dallas down by 14, looking to avoid their first loss on the year. Columbus looking for a big time win against one of the top teams in the league. I mean, if a 2-score win tonight does not like properly rally this team for the next couple weeks, because again, they play Houston back-to-back weeks. There's a chance that Columbus is 3-3 after week 6 and is entering the final month of play in a pretty damn good spot to try and make a push. Like, there is a good opportunity here for Columbus if they can pull this one off. So at commercial break. Yeah, the Magic won by 31 tonight. Jeez. At commercial break for the 2-minute warning. Two minutes to play. All right, just coming back from commercial break. Can Dallas hang on here? Not hang on, but can Dallas mount the late comeback? It's a 3rd and 19. The 1 yard line is the first down mark. So essentially, they're going for the end zone on 2 plays. They got 2 plays for the end zone. What can Austin Reed muster? Reed in shotgun, back to his right, 3 receivers to the left. Going to look to throw. Pressure coming, pass over the middle is intercepted. Return past the 10, past the 15, past the 20, 25, 30, 35, 35, and down to about the 39. It's picked off late, and that might do it. And of course, this is the player that isn't on my roster sheet for Columbus. Ugh. They're getting on top of the stage just at that stadium. That's clever. With 1:48 to play, all Columbus has to do is kill the rest of this time with a ground game that was lethal earlier on this half. And they'll get their first win on the year. Give me a last name or something. I can't get a last name out that they're not showing it. All right, McLennan handoff up the middle. Going to be a gain of 5. Dallas will have to call a timeout here. Was looking for Curtis Hodges. Threw it a bit too high. And Columbus going to make him pay. Yeah, that player is just not on the roster sheet that was given out before the game yesterday. That sucks. It's a tough one for Dallas. Columbus just had their number. Shut out in the second half. A lot of it is just that drive that Columbus had to go up by 14. Handoff left side for Zaquandre White. Going to fight forward for a gain of about 2 or 3. Dallas will call their final timeout. So a first down will seal it. If the interception didn't do it already. Or the 18-play touchdown drive. It's a 3rd and 2 for Columbus. Yeah, the Columbus needed this one. And the not only did they need the first win just to get momentum going, the fact that they got their first win against arguably the best team in the league entering this week, that is a very impressive win. And to shut them out in the entire second half, like Columbus just played this game fantastically. McLennan under center, back behind him. Gonna stumble, but still get the handoff off. And then Zaquandre White stumbles and gonna lose a few yards here. So it's a 4th and decently long. 4th and medium-ish. So they're gonna have to punt this one away. But still, Dallas will be able to get the ball back with about 55, 50 seconds. Down by 14. Gonna be a very tough one. Yeah. And again, Columbus plays Houston in back-to-back weeks. In week 5 and 6. They could easily get to 3 and 3 with a month left to play. And be sitting right there for the playoffs, depending on how the other games go. Like, Columbus' season is far from done. As they call their second timeout. This was a gutsy win for them. Yeah. Now, again, in that final month of play, they have some tough matchups, but I mean, I think they showed it tonight that they can compete with anyone you put in front of them. And then they've shown that in other parts of the season as well. Like, they've had some really tight games. Like, St. Louis in week 7 is definitely winnable. Stallions going to be a good one as well in week 8. They have back-to-back against the Stallions. So, like, this is the final stretch of the schedule for the final. Columbus is in a really good spot. Like, of the rest of their schedule, the toughest opponent is St. Louis. Everything else is very winnable. Punt comes off clean. Return beginning from the 9. Base out past the 10. Going to be brought down around the 15, maybe the 16. St. Louis is also tough because that game is in St. Louis. But, like, they're like, got other good matchups here for them. Penalty marker down on the punt return as well. "45 seconds to play. We'll see what the penalty is. You're going to get a blindside block here? Yeah. Yeah, like, again, the really impressive part of this game, well, one, it's the fact that they held Dallas to 14 points and that they kept Tyler Vaughns in check for back-to-back weeks. The second, like, their ground game today was exactly what I've been waiting to see from it the past 3 weeks. Every single one of their backs got involved. They ran the ball 46 times, 48 times in this one to seal it. That second half, especially that drive at the end of the third into the beginning of the fourth quarter, that is perfect Columbus football to me. Now, obviously, like, again, throwing a little bit of some pass here and there, 11 pass attempts in the game, not the greatest, but that is a damn near perfect game for Columbus to play. Reed in shotgun, looking to throw in 1st and 10. Drive beginning from their own 8. Rolling left, penalty down. Reed pass deep left side, high and incomplete. I imagine his penalty is holding against Dallas anyway. His last name is Monday. Is he on? Yes. Yeah, holding against Dallas is the call. No, he's not. Okay, let me. I want to get this player's name before the game ends, if I can. It's weird that it's not on the official depth chart that I get. Smoke Monday is the corner. Okay. He must have signed really recently because he doesn't even have an image on the Columbus website. Reed gonna hand this off up the middle on 1st and 14. Gets past the 10 to about the 13. And so Smoke Monday was the corner with the game sealing interception, as that was probably the final play of the game. I am just now seeing that that's a light blue jersey for Dallas. Not a great away uniform. All right, Reed in shotgun. One more play. Quick pass left side. Too far and incomplete. Never mind. We get one more play. Looking for Seth Green there. Appreciated. And yeah, again, I'll be live again tomorrow for DC St. Louis. Won't be live for Orlando Birmingham, but aside from that, one game tomorrow, I'll be live for all the other UFL games. I'll be live with plenty of Columbus. All right, 6 seconds to play. Reed, quick pass right side for Drake Stoops. Gonna get the first and get out of bounds with a second, maybe. Are they gonna give him that 1 second back, or are they just calling this one? They just calling it. That's the game. Columbus gets their first win off of a beautiful game. Just absolutely beautiful showing they had in this one. And there's something with Columbus and Louisville that like to make power rankings difficult. But that's a great win. Again, I'll be live tomorrow at 12:30 EST for DC against St. Louis. That'll be the final game I'll be live with this week. So tune in. Greatly appreciated. Good job for Columbus and good job Ted Ginn getting that first win after what happened last week. It has to feel good for them. Yeah, appreciate everyone tuning in. Again, I'll be live tomorrow for one of the 2 games on, and then week 5 will be from there. Yeah, appreciate everyone. See you all next time. Have yourselves a damn good one. Peace.